brush my hair to drop core off. I should probably at least do that, huh? Oh, shizzle, I should. Oh, shizzle. So, you guys, oh my goodness. Craziness. So, I don't know if you have been following me. I've had a tooth struggle literally like 2 years. So, I'm actually looking forward to my tooth extraction. Ah. I got to get a tooth taken out. I feel old. I feel really old. I'm going to actually put on my plumping serum first today. It is Biossance. Good morning, Julie. I have to get my tooth taken out of my head. The one that's been like, I had a root canal. I had 2 root canals. This last 2 years has been crazy on my teeth. I blame COVID, just in general. I didn't have COVID, but I blame it. It's just, yeah, I don't know. So that's like, it makes me just really feel old. I mean, and I don't want to have a tooth taken out, but at this point, like, I'm so ready. The lady was like, okay, we look forward to it. I was like, actually, me too. As much as I don't want it to happen, I'm so sick of having pain. The problem with me, and my mom said since I'm young, I have such a high threshold for pain that things just go and go until they're like really, really bad, which isn't great, you know, but it is what it is. So, you know, I have to get it done. I'm so glad. I prayed to God. Hi, Marie. Oh my gosh, my ladies are here. Marie, I'm complaining. I'm complaining about I have to get my tooth out. I know, but it's the last tooth, so you can't like do a bridge. So I'm going to have to get an implant. Though my dentist said if I wear my mouth guard, I won't have to, as long as I wear it all the time, like every day. So I might do that and see if they start to move, then I'll get an implant, you know. But one step at a time. I can't even think about that. You know, I have kind of dental fear, but it's like once I'm in the chair, I'm okay. I can't decide if I want to get nitrous or not. I'm kind of scared of nitrous. Is that weird? Why am I scared of everything? I'm having like anxiety all over now. So teeth problems suck. They do. And the thing is, I can handle pain like a champ. What I can't handle is that sharp, like, zzz, zzz pain, like the nerve pain. Woo! Actually, I can handle it. I've been handling it for 2 years. You never had it? Yeah. I think, like, I know I can do it without it. It's like, do I want to make myself more comfortable, though, so I'm not, like, super crazy anxious? The thing is, it's only going to be, oh, I have to ask them, but I think it should be like a less than 30-minute procedure. Like they're in and out. And my dentist, the guy, I'm going to a facial surgeon. My dentist said that it should be like 20 minutes of them, you know, actually like taking it out. And that it's easier. The bone on the top is softer than the bone on the bottom, so it's easy. Ew, that wigs me out. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. Ew, I'm wiggling it out of my bone. I don't like it. But so I prayed to God. I was like, Lord, because they said there were no appointments yesterday in either office until like the 22nd, 23rd. I'm like, oh, great. So my face can be like blown up for Merry Christmas. So I was like, God, I wish like, please, God, let there be some appointment on Friday. Friday's my day. Like I pick very specific. Friday, like midday. I even said midday because I hate early morning stuff. I don't know why. I don't like to like, there's traffic and I'm anxious. I don't know. So it's like midday, prayed. They were like, there's no appointments. Like both offices, like there's just nothing. Maybe we'll get a cancellation or something, but like odds are low, right? So I talked to the one office. So they have 2 locations. I was willing to go to either. So I was talking to the further location and she's like, I sent all your information to the closer location to where you are. I sent it there. I'm using my CC Nude Glow, by the way. I sent it there because I think they'll have a sooner appointment. And I'm like, well, they said they had nothing this week. She goes, let me call them. It was awesome. She was getting fierce. She goes, and I like, but they said that, she goes, let me call them. I'll call you back. And she called me back. She's like, Friday, 1:30. I was like, oh, God bless you. God bless you. So I can get my teeth taken out of my freaking head before the weekend. My husband will be home on the weekend to feed me soft foods like a 90-year-old lady. I don't know. I'm not too worried about the post-op, I guess. I'm pretty good with pain. I can't take Advil though. I'm allergic to Advil, which is annoying because I'll have to have like ice on my face all freaking day. But it's just one tooth. It's already half gone anyway. They've whittled it down. There's like a post. I don't even have a crown on it. I don't even have a temporary crown on it right now. It's a little post. It's just the waiting. Yes, the anticipation, right? I know. So now I'm like, you know what? The sooner the better. I like to rip Band-Aids off. Obviously not 2 years later, but I didn't want to lose my tooth, you know? I'm like, I'm 42. I don't want to start down this road yet. Itty bitty tooth. Yeah, it's like not even a tooth. You can see no tooth. All there is a metal, I can feel it. I don't want to look at it. It creeps me out. I have like a little metal cylinder post sticking out. And I guess there's tooth, underneath it. The tooth is like, there's the surface part, above surface and below the surface. Right here, it took me 5 different doctors. This is why you do your due diligence and don't trust everybody. I was like, I know there's something there. They're like, there's no crack. The root canal looks fine. We don't really know. Some guy was like, I think it's psychosomatic. I'm like, I'm going to box you later. So finally, I kept going. I kept pushing. It's the Taurus in me. We don't give up. And this dentist he had a camera on a wire thing. Very high tech, very modern man. Little camera going back in there with that thing. They didn't even see it on the CT scan. With that thing, he goes, oh, there's a root fracture. Thank you, 5th guy, right? So it just goes to show you, if you in your gut feel like something's not right, keep pushing until you feel comfortable with the answers. So he found the root fracture. He was like, well, then I went, that was the endodontist actually. Then I went back to a new dentist who was really great too. So I found 2 really good ones out of all of this. And he was like, well, let's see how it is with a mouth guard with no pressure on it. See if it's okay. Because sometimes you can have a little crack and it's okay. Yeah, 5th guy. Yes, totally. So he's like, do the mouth guard. I have no tooth there. I'm not chewing on this side at all. I haven't been for a long time. So he's like, let's give it a few weeks. If it feels fine, then maybe we try to put a cap on it and see if it can deal with it and save the tooth. I waited, it's been 4 weeks. I gave it an extra time. If I touch it, it still hurts. If I touch the post or whatever, even with my tongue a little, just to see how are you doing up there, it's sore and I'm getting these sharp pains still. And I'm not okay with those sharp pains. He said he thinks that might be because it's so close. There's a sinus. There's a line of sinuses, I guess, right above that area. So, because I said to him yesterday, I said, I don't know what to do. What do you think the next move is? Do we just take it out? Because I said, this may be a coincidence. I said, but I feel like when I go out in the cold, when it gets really cold, if you live in a cold weather area, you're warm in the house, you go out and it's almost like your sinuses, either your nose starts running or things start moving in there. I said, sometimes I feel like when there's sinus stuff going on, when I go out into the cold or if I just feel a little, I have allergies and stuff, extra snotty or something, sometimes it seems like that triggers the, that triggers that sharp pain. It's not like I'm biting on anything. And he goes, yep, that's probably the root fracture because it's right on that line. It's not even touching anything, but it's so fragile up there. So he's like, that, yeah, we got to take it out. You got to take it out. And he said, and with your TMJ, you need to go to an oral surgeon that's their bread and butter. They do it super quick, 20 minutes. He said, because I could do it, but it's going to take longer. Your mouth's going to be open 45 minutes. You know, it's not my bread and butter. And that could leave you with just more pain with your jaw, which you don't need on top of everything else. So the total of, yes, isn't that crazy? Well, especially, and the cold can too, if you drink something cold. This doesn't happen to me because it's not the root on the inside. It's my sinus thing. But when you have a tooth problem on the inside, it's that nerve. Like if there's an exposed nerve, that's how they can tell it's like you need a root canal. Or like maybe it's a deep filling you need, you know. But something's exposed, so you need to get it covered. Or if it's the root, you need to get it taken care of. So it's just, I don't know. Bless us. And that can be with like hot or cold, I think. But so when I drink something cold, it's fine. They've done the spray like in my mouth to test it. That's why he's like, I don't think you need another root canal, like a redo, because you're not getting that sensation from the cold. So he thinks it's that root fracture. Who knew? I know way too much about teeth now. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. Way too much. So I'm so glad, even though I'm like, I'm scared. I'm not happy. I don't want my dang tooth out. This is Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I am glad that I get to have it done like a decent amount before Christmas, like not the day or two before Christmas. And I can be like excited on Christmas Day that I'm feeling like that I don't have to worry about it anymore, you know? Hopefully it fixes it. It has to, right? It's got to give me some relief. We're going to do my powders. Excuse me. Let me get my powder. Charlotte Tilbury powder too. I just love their powder formulations. Boop. I've had this for like, this is the never ending powder. I love this stuff, but I've had this seriously 2 years, I think. I use it a lot. You guys see me use it all the time. Anytime, basically, almost anytime I do my makeup, I use it. Loves it. I don't use too much because I'm very dry. Today, I'm just going to stick with powder blush. I don't feel like using my stick today. This is Rockateur, my jam. So how are you guys? What are you doing this weekend? Someone tell me something fun. Because I'm not going to be probably having a lot of fun this weekend. But I'd like to live vicariously. What are y'all doing? Can you believe, well, Hanukkah, what day is Hanukkah this year? Hanukkah, Christmas, around the corner. What are your plans? Who you rolling with? What you doing? Oop, I'm getting crooked. You know what? Where's my kitten? Oh, I forgot my eye cream. Boo. Where is my... I got this new stuff for me for Christmas, but I opened it. I do that. And this, there's a milky jelly cleanser. This is from Glossier. Have you ever heard of this brand? Oh, I should have tried this. This looks amazing. It's like you add it as your last step of your skincare routine. It's called Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid. Look at the bottle. How epic is that? Can you tell? Isn't that cool? It's like iridescent. I already tried it. I also got a skin tint that is bullshit. I'm going to try it on my face. I only put it on my hand, so we'll see. But so this gives like a glow. And if you're dry like me, you like that glow. So I'm going to... It smells like... Oh, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. These smells of some of these oils... See, I guess I could just slap it on top. God, that smells. I hope the smell goes away. Hold on, let me see what is in here that makes me want to puke. Oh, it's squalane. I've heard of that. What else? Evening primrose oil. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Why does... I guess it's better if they don't have any fragrance in it, and I don't think there is. I guess that's good. Just hope my face doesn't stank. But see, it just gives a nice little glow. It's like a summer glow that I have naturally in the summer, but in the drier seasons, bye-bye. My skin's like very dry. So there's that, and then there's this. Let me show you this joke. Perfecting Skin Tint. Let's see. Let's see, I'm going to put it on my other hand. This stuff, it's skin tint, but look. The color, great color match. But I feel like, I don't know if it's even, well, maybe it will be. I did it in not great lighting downstairs, but it looked like it didn't cover anything. I know it's a tint. It's not like going to be even like a BB cream, but I don't know. And then it lost its sheen. So at first I was like, oh, that is a nice finish, a nice glow. When we let it dry, yeah, I do. Bony hands, Dirty Sanchez. Better to flick you with. Let's see. All right. All right, let's see. And then they have different, what do they call these? Oh, so it's just cheek color. These are cheek colors. So I got this reddish tone, and they have examples of them. You can see that are pretty. I really like this color. It's like a rosy. It's called Storm. Good. And I got a lipstick. Oh, I got one more. This one is like a neutral. This is called Dusk. And then I got a lippy. That it reminds me of Clinique's. Like the formula reminds me of Clinique's, that Black Honey, like the lipstick I love. It's in my purse. It's like a very thin, medium kind of coverage or saturation. But this is like a fun pop of color. Let's see. It's a little more fuchsia than I thought. I thought it was like a little more in the like berry family. It's pulling like a little pinker. So that could be a year-round color, I think. It's called Vesper. But anyway, these are, I never have used Glossier. And I will test them out and see how we like them. How do we like them? Pretty. Pretty. I like the formula though. Okay. What else we got here? Oh, I never got my eyeshadow. I was seeing if I had ordered eyeshadow. Let's do this color, Mint to Be. I haven't used that. I don't think I've used that on my eye yet. I think I swatched it. We're gonna go crazy with the light green here. What can we mix? What color? I feel like, oh, maybe that gray right next to it. That'll be good. Do something different, faux shizzle. Me and Snoop Dogg hanging out. Did you guys see there's a picture of Snoop Dogg circulating that's like him and Santa in Santa gear? Anyone saying what y'all are doing? Did I miss it? No. Oops. Hopefully I can just swipe that away. So I have to go over here. I put up the comments and now they're blocking my face. I don't know what to do. So in the next couple of weeks, I'll be prepping, launching my podcast. That will come out January 3rd. I believe is the date, Tuesday, January 3rd. And I'm super excited about that. Didn't know I'd be having like a tooth pulled in the middle of all that, but whatever. We pivot. We figure it out. All right, now I'm going to put Claws Astir, this taupish gray color, on the outer edge. Something smells really perfumey, and I don't know what it is, and it's like a really annoying smell. It's like one of those like, I don't want to be mean, but like my grandma used to have a very overpowering perfume, you know? It smells like that, and it makes me want to run out of the room. So I have to figure out where that scent is coming from. Claws Astir. What's today? Wednesday? Oh, Cora has her dance class tonight. Tomorrow she has her Christmas concert. You know, it's a private school. You gotta have the Christmas cheer where they're singing, but the morning is calling for, you're excited for it? Me too. I'm very excited for it. The morning is calling for freezing rain. So her school will probably either get delayed or canceled. And
So that's kind of annoying. If it gets canceled, they move the Christmas cheer to Monday. Oh, woo! What happened there? Which is fine by me. I actually feel like I'd almost prefer... Oh, would I though? No, I'd prefer it tomorrow because guess what? If I go Monday, I'm going to still be healing. My face is going to be like swollen. You've heard ice storm? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weather going on out there. Tornadoes, ice storms, right? Depending where you are in the U.S. Stay safe, people. Texas got hit with tornadoes, right? So... Hold on. Just gotta fill that out a little bit. Okay, now we can do the eyeliner. The eyeliner is so much finer. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. What else is going on? Let me make sure it's, oh yeah, I think it's even. It's as even as it's gonna get. There we go. Sorry, sometimes I have to look directly into the light because it'll look really bright here. I'm like, wait, for some reason it was looking brighter. Louisiana, yeah, got a tornado. I have only been in a couple of tornadoes in my life. And not really in them, near them. Luckily, the DC area doesn't have a ton of them. And I've only been in one earthquake that actually, like, shook. So have you? Have you been in an earthquake? Which was crazy because, like, we're not used to earthquakes around here. And so none of us knew what was happening. I thought it was an explosion. I was telling everyone, something just exploded. Get out of the building. And someone's like, it's an earthquake. And I'm like, no. I was insisting. I'm like, no, it's not. It was an explosion. They're like, ma'am. Oh, you're from California. Yeah. Yeah, so you are very familiar. Very familiar, huh? Too familiar, maybe? Yeah, that's scary, man. Earthquakes, everything's shaking around. A bookshelf fell on me during the earthquake. Oh, what happened? Oh my gosh, I spread this onto my face. I was in a store. I was a teacher at the time, and I was getting supplies for my class. And oh, you guys are both from California? Yeah, I love it. And a bookshelf toppled over on me as the whole building shook. And I was like, so it just happened so quick, and you're like, what just happened? Especially if you're not used to an earthquake. They're so unnerving. I can imagine, because ours was like, I don't remember what number. I should look back. It's calling me, and he's on a quick break, and I gotta tell him about my appointment Friday because he has to watch Cora, deal with Cora. Well, I'm getting a tooth shoved out of my head. Weird, you're gonna like, my aunt said the weirdest part of her experience with getting a tooth removed was, she said she felt almost like violated. Like, she didn't know she'd like miss her tooth so much. Mine's been half gone anyway, so I don't really care. Anyway, so yeah, stuff shook around. I was telling everyone it was an explosion. I'm like, I think there's an explosion at the restaurant next door. Oh no, I made up a whole scenario. But yeah, I can imagine if it's a longer one where it's like waves. Like, have you been in one of those where it's like wave? This was just like everything shook, stuff flew. It was pretty fast. I got knocked over by a bookshelf, and I was like, what? It just was so fast. I can imagine if it lasts longer, it's like really unnerving during, like, where it's like your brain must feel weird. Like, you're not used to even like the motion. It's like almost like you're in big waves or something. Is that what I've heard correctly? Ours wasn't waves. Ours was like someone's like shaking you. And then it's up. And then it's done. Oh, some brows. Let's do some brows. Brows, my lippy, and then I'll call my hubs. He had a meeting at like another office, so he's probably actually between offices right now. So he Be on the road. Earthquakes is the east slide back and forth. Okay. We're on the shale. Gotcha. See, all this I don't know anything about. I have a to-do list here. I'm gonna wipe my lipstick, my swatch off. Check Podia products. Right. Okay, I did that already. My to-do list is done. Just need a lippy. Anytime you need a friend, I will be here. Don't you ever be lonely. All right, I'm just gonna throw Old Faithful on today. It's like been my fall, winter go-to. I like my sticky, shiny skin. I'd rather at this point be oily than dry. So if I look a little sticky, I'm okay with it. So this is the Clinique, one of my favorite, Chubby Stick and Chunkiest Chili. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. You had to move. I'm sure there's a lot of that goes on in Cali. Did you say where in Cali? Oh, yeah. That's right. You said we're on the shale. Okay. Well, there I am. Look, red and green for Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. After the holidays. Actually, I guess I'll see how long I can stretch it. Look, so the gray's not too bad here. I thought you could tell more, but it almost looks like, I don't know if you can see. There's little grays, but maybe I can get away with it for a while. If I could go till spring, that would be amazing. Because it's expensive to get your hair done around here. Even my lady who gives me a discount is like $300. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, thank you, Marie. Thank you. Oh, please tell me more. Just kidding. Thank you. So I guess that's it. I'm going to call my hubs, and I have a lot of work to do to launch this podcast. So especially now that I'm going to be like in recovery mode for a few days, I don't know what it'll be like. I can't take Advil, so that might delay it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, Lord. You too. I'm so glad you both made it on. And that weird dirty guy, so glad he made it and told me I had bony hands. I get excited when people say anything about being thin. We all have our, issues. Sometimes I'm like, well, bony hands, big butt. You didn't see that part, did you, guy? See you next time. All right. I love y'all. I will see you soon. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow or not because of Cora's day and the weather and all of that. But, and then Friday I'm getting my tooth out, so I won't be on Friday. Or maybe I will as my last goodbye before the removal. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Smooches and